Yes guys, finally Chelsea got their first win under Mauricio Pochettino era. And despite the 3-1 defeat against West Ham, intensity dropping off was seen sometimes after scoring first. But thanks to Chelsea, they didn't make the game interesting and showed dominance. But how did Chelsea dominate Luton Town? Let's take a look at it. But before analyzing Chelsea, if you don't know what Luton pre-plans were and how they like to play, let's take a quick recap their gameplay against Brighton. Luton from the game against Brighton didn't dominate a position at all, so their starting system was a back 3 or a back 5 with 3-man midfield and 2 striker. One key thing was Brighton inverted their fullbacks to get their 3v3 in midfield plus 5v5 at up front, and this point should be noted cause these overloads were the main point how Chelsea got their first goal. So now let's talk about Chelsea's plan. Pochettino opted same lineup with one change of Caicedo starting, same plan 4-2-3-1 with a back 3, where Colville used as a hybrid left centre back and left back position again. But one thing is noticeable is that sometimes it is only a 4-2-3-1, else it is a classic 4-3-3 with Enzo and Chukwuemeka up front as a number 8. And this is where I was thinking that where will Gallagher play, as a 8 or as a 6, because of Caicedo inclusion. Now that Chukwuemeka was injured, the plans were different. Pochettino opted for either Gallagher Caicedo pivot, or sometimes Gallagher would be advanced more as a number 8 at that right hand side. And key change from the first two games was Enzo positioning, as Pochettino deployed Enzo on this left hand side of the midfield, same as he was doing with Chukwuemeka, and Chilwell obviously as a left winger. Building up from back, as Luton Town didn't press that much, most of the times it was a classic 4-3-3. And it was pretty much easier for Luton Town midfield to man mark with their narrow shape and mass 3v3 in midfield. To counter it, Chelsea's first goal can be a great example. Here Luton are in their usual shape and Chelsea too. Enzo on the ball, a 3v3 situation. Now here you can see Gusto positioning almost as a 4th midfield player. Now there is a situation here. If the left back would have come to press, obviously which he will not do, Sterling would have been free to make the run there. And Gusto passes to Sterling, and now Sterling got a chance of 1v1 there, and then Sterling's brilliant. Yet the simple strategy behind this was excellent. And it all started with Luton's lack of awareness. Chelsea exploited this same strategy many times, as they targeted this right hand side more with Sterling and Gusto. But it's not all well going for Pochettino's side, as it still worries me how Chelsea are really shaping their off the ball structure. And Luton also took some advantage of it before Sterling Jackson killed the game. So let's take a look at it. So from the pre-season or the actual start of the Premier League, Pochettino has emphasized on a 4-4-2 of the ball, and it's very dynamic type of 4-4-2 based on where the ball is at the pitch at that moment, and it's kind of risky too. But forget about other games. If we talk about today, we all know Luton's 5-3-2 structure, a front 2 and a midfield 3. So when Chilwell was a part of second line of 4-4-2, Luton had their wingback free in space, and this made their wingback in a 1v1 against Colville constantly, and Colville would be beaten often on several occasions, and it's looking his major weakness since the Liverpool game. And I think Poch should find a way to protect Colville to get into these duels. Maybe it can be changed when Pochettino plays only 2 defenders and Chilwell as a left back. Talking about Caicedo performance might go under radar, but he was brilliant, doing everything you want from a number 6, winning the ball, playing simple football, calm, nothing flashy, but massive difference compared to his debut. For Luton, their lack of technical quality in final third and sometimes very disorganized of the ball shape, and it's not looking good for them. But a simple plan is to unlock the team who will play against Luton. If you can defend the long balls into their 2 strikers, or defend the crosses, there is not much threat Luton possess. Rob Edwards has to change something and not depend on those 2 up front. For Chelsea, today there were many performances: Sterling, Gallagher, Gusto, Jackson. Especially Jackson, who is always willing to make those runs and move in channels, exactly the striker Chelsea were missing, and he deserved his goal today. But Chelsea do need to better their off-the-ball strategy and sloppiness, as there were some instances where the intensity dropped quickly, as if Chelsea were happy to sit back after that first goal. And talking about intensity, we can't forget West Ham game. But anyways, enjoy the first win and do comment what did you make of the game.